King Tut. The name alone conjures images of gold, grandeur, and unimaginable power. But let's rewind the tape, shall we? You see, before the boy king ruled ancient Egypt, he was just a kid with a dream, and a whole lot of ambition. Born into a tumultuous time, Tut saw firsthand the struggles of his people. He knew what it meant to have nothing. But destiny, my friends, had other plans. Tut rose to power, taking the throne at the tender age of 9. Can you imagine the pressure? He inherited a kingdom in turmoil. But this wasn't some Disney movie, this was real life, with real stakes. And Tut, he was a quick study. He surrounded himself with advisors, he made smart decisions, and most importantly, he had the love and support of 8 incredible women. These weren't just any women, these were the real housewives of King Tut, strong, savvy, and each with a story that would make your jaw drop. From the sands of time to the top of the ancient world, they were there every step of the way. Trust me, you don't want to miss this journey. It's about to get juicy. Now you might be thinking, 8 wives? That's a lot of in-laws, and you wouldn't be wrong. But let's be clear, this wasn't some ancient dating show. These marriages were strategic alliances, each wife bringing something unique to the table. We're talking powerful families, political connections, you name it. First up, Nefertiti, a true icon. Think Cleopatra, but with even more eyeliner. She was a force of nature, a savvy political operator, and a loving mother to their 6 daughters. Then there was Ankhesenamun, Tut's half-sister. Scandalous, right? Hey, it was ancient Egypt. She was instrumental in helping Tut consolidate power. But it wasn't all about politics. These women were pioneers, trailblazers in their own right. We had architects, priests, even a military strategist or two. These ladies were not afraid to break a sweat or a nail for their king. And believe me, they knew how to have a good time. We're talking lavish parties, exotic animals, the whole 9 yards. Okay, so we've got 8 wives, each with their own agenda. Can you say drama? But here's the thing, these women were smart. They knew that a house divided couldn't stand, so they put aside their differences and banded together. Think The View, but with more gold and fewer hot topics. They formed a council advising Tut on everything from foreign policy to, well, let's just say they knew how to throw a chariot parade. Each wife had her own area of expertise. One, a brilliant lawyer, drafted new laws. Another, a shrewd businesswoman, managed the royal treasury. And let's not forget their impact on Egyptian culture. They were trendsetters, fashion icons, and patrons of the arts. They commissioned stunning works of art, from intricate jewelry to breathtaking tombs. They even had their own line of perfumes. Trust me, these women were the influencers of their time. Section 4, Golden Touch, Glittering Lives. Life as a real housewife of King Tut wasn't all council meetings and tomb renovations. These ladies knew how to live it up. We're talking luxurious palaces, sparkling jewels, and wardrobes that would make Neiman Marcus blush. They sailed down the Nile in golden barges, attended lavish banquets, and rubbed elbows with the who's who of ancient Egypt. And speaking of rubbing elbows, these women knew how to network. They hosted dignitaries, ambassadors, and even a few celebrities from other kingdoms. Imagine Cleopatra popping in for a weekend getaway. And then there was Kanye. Yes, that Kanye. Seems he was a big fan of ancient Egyptian art. Word on the papyrus is that Kanye was so impressed by the wives' business acumen that he sought their advice on his own fashion line. They even collaborated on a limited edition collection of hieroglyphic-inspired sneakers. Now that's what I call ancient history meets modern swag. Section 5, Lights, Camera, Ancient Egypt. These women were not content to simply sit back and enjoy their wealth. They were go-getters, entrepreneurs, and let's face it, a little bit extra. They had their fingers in every pie, from real estate to entertainment. We're talking pyramids with a view, folks. One wife, a natural-born storyteller, created a series of wildly popular stage plays based on Egyptian mythology. Think Hamilton, but with more chariots and fewer powdered wigs. Another, a gifted musician, launched a musical extravaganza that toured the entire kingdom. It was like Cirque du Soleil, but with more sand and fewer acrobatics. And then there was the Showboat Casino. Yes, you read that right. One enterprising wife, seeing the potential for a little fun and games, decided to open a gambling palace. It became the hottest spot in ancient Egypt, attracting everyone from wealthy merchants to bored pharaohs. Let's just say what happened at the Showboat stayed at the Showboat.